The air feels a little different this November, a sense of relief, of long-awaited news finally breaking through. For months, seniors across Australia have been wondering whether help would truly arrive before the end of the year. Now it's official. The government has confirmed the cost of living bonus for older Australians. This is not just another announcement. It's a promise of real, tangible support when many are struggling to keep up with rising prices. If you or someone you love relies on the age pension or other senior benefits, this update directly affects you. Before we get into the full details, I want to say this from the heart. You're not alone in facing these challenges. Every time you stand at the checkout and notice prices creeping higher, every time a bill arrives that feels heavier than before, remember, millions of Australians are in the same situation. And that's why this government confirmation matters so deeply. Now, before we continue, take a second to subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell, because here, we break down every official update, clearly, calmly, and in everyday language, so you'll always know what's happening with your pension, your bonuses, and your payments. Staying informed means staying prepared. Late last week, after weeks of speculation, the Australian government officially confirmed that a one-time cost of living bonus will be issued to help seniors manage rising expenses. This payment comes as part of a broader commitment to protect older Australians from inflation and high living costs. Energy, groceries, rent, and everyday necessities have placed enormous pressure on retirees, and this bonus aims to bring some much-needed breathing space. The Department of Social Services, in coordination with Services Australia, has finalised the eligibility and distribution plans. Payments are scheduled to begin in mid-November, aligning with other end-of-year support measures like energy rebates and rent assistance adjustments. For many seniors, this timing couldn't be better, right before the holiday season, when expenses tend to rise even more. Officials have emphasized that this payment is not just symbolic. It's designed to make a practical difference, especially for those living on fixed incomes. The government understands that while inflation has slowed compared to its 2022 peak, prices haven't returned to normal. Every dollar still counts. Let's be honest, surviving on a fixed pension has never been easy, but 2024 and 2025 have been particularly challenging years. Electricity bills have climbed, rent has increased, and the cost of essentials like fruit, vegetables, and fuel has remained stubbornly high. Many retirees have had to make painful choices between turning on the heater or saving for groceries, between medical appointments and transport fares. This cost of living bonus is the government's way of acknowledging those sacrifices. It's a recognition that older Australians built this country and deserve dignity, not debt, in retirement. The payment will help pensioners cover everyday needs without feeling forced to cut corners on their health or well-being. Even if the amount isn't life-changing, it symbolizes something larger, that seniors are being seen, heard, and supported. And that's worth celebrating. Now, let's talk eligibility. According to the latest confirmation from Services Australia, the cost of living bonus will be automatically provided to Australians who are receiving any of the following payments as of November 2025. If you fall under one of these categories, there's good news, you don't need to apply. The payment will be processed automatically using the same bank account where your regular pension or Centrelink payment is deposited. This ensures that seniors won't have to go through complicated online forms or phone queues. The government's aim is to make this process seamless and stress-free, particularly for older Australians who may find digital forms confusing or difficult. The confirmed cost of living bonus will vary slightly depending on your situation and whether you're single or part of a couple. While official payment brackets differ across states due to specific cost indices, here's what's been outlined nationally. These payments are tax-free, non-reportable, and don't affect any other benefit entitlements. That means if you receive a pension supplement, energy rebate, or rent assistance, this new payment will not reduce those benefits. It's important to note that while the exact figure can vary slightly depending on the final administrative schedule, the federal government has made it clear that the bonus is meant to go directly to recipients, not through third-party agencies or service providers. According to Services Australia's current schedule, payments will begin from the second week of November 2025 and continue in waves throughout the month. Those who receive their regular pension through Centrelink or DVA, Department of Veterans Affairs, will see the money appear automatically in their bank accounts. If you receive your regular payment every 2 weeks, the bonus may arrive either as a separate deposit or as part of your regular pension deposit with a special note in your payment summary indicating cost of living bonus. Recipients are encouraged to keep an eye on their MyGov account or Services Australia's payment calendar for updates and confirmation messages. However, Seniors who prefer not to use digital platforms can rest assured that no action is required on their part. The payment will still arrive automatically. Now, let's take a step back and understand why this payment was introduced. Inflation, that is, the rate at which prices increase, has been one of the biggest issues affecting households. Although inflation rates have dropped compared to their 2022 highs, essential costs have remained elevated. This means retirees who depend entirely on the pension feel the impact more sharply. The age pension already adjusts twice a year, in March and September, through indexation. These increases are tied to the Consumer Price Index, CPI, and the Pensioner and Beneficiary Living Cost Index, PBLCI. However, those indexations don't always keep up with real-life price spikes. That's why the government has decided to step in with a one-time top-up, ensuring that older Australians can maintain their standard of living. In essence, the cost of living bonus acts as a bridge between regular pension increases and the day-to-day reality of inflation. It's a short-term boost meant to cushion retirees against price surges in key areas like groceries, utilities, and transport. The cost of living bonus is part of a broader framework of assistance that includes energy rebates, rent relief, and targeted healthcare support. Many seniors may also qualify for additional programs that run parallel to this bonus. When combined, these supports create a safety net that makes everyday life more manageable. This holistic approach, blending direct payments like the bonus with ongoing cost-reducing measures, aims to ensure seniors aren't left behind as the economy fluctuates. Even though the payment is automatic, there are still a few small but important steps you can take to make sure everything goes smoothly. Ensure your bank details and contact information are up to date with Centrelink or DVA. This will prevent delays and ensure your payment arrives without issues. It's also a good time to check that your MyGov account is linked properly to Services Australia. While you don't have to apply, this link ensures you can receive official messages or confirmation notices directly online, giving you peace of mind that your payment has been processed. And if you ever receive phone calls, texts, or emails claiming you need to provide information to claim the bonus, be cautious. The government never asks for banking details over the phone or email. The cost of living bonus will be delivered automatically. You don't need to click links, share details, or fill out special forms. As this announcement spreads across the country, many Australians are breathing a sigh of relief. After months of uncertainty and rising costs, it feels like a long-awaited gesture of respect, recognition that those who have contributed for decades deserve a fair break in their later years. In towns and cities across Australia, from Perth to Brisbane, from Hobart to Darwin, the news is bringing comfort and conversation. Pensioners gathering at community centres or chatting over tea in the backyard are talking about this very topic. When will it arrive? How much will it be? What difference will it make for us this month? The truth is, beyond the numbers and policies, what's happening here is deeply human. It's about restoring a little balance, a little hope. And that's exactly why the government's confirmation of this cost of living bonus carries so much emotional weight. For many seniors, life after retirement is not just about resting, it's about adjusting. The transition from working life to living on a pension can be hard. Bills don't stop. Costs rise. And for many, superannuation savings run thin faster than expected. One of the most common phrases heard among retirees this year has been, "Everything costs more now." Bread, milk, vegetables, even the bus fare. What used to be manageable suddenly feels like a constant stretch. The bonus doesn't erase that struggle, but it sends a message. You are seen, and you are valued. A 74-year-old pensioner from Adelaide recently said on community radio, "I've worked all my life, paid my taxes, and raised my kids. When the government acknowledges that we need a bit of help, it means they haven't forgotten us." That's exactly the feeling so many older Australians share right now, gratitude mixed with relief. It's not about luxury. It's about stability. About knowing you can go into December without fearing another big electricity bill or grocery run. How the bonus complements regular pension increases now. You might be wondering, how does this bonus relate to my regular pension? Great question, because understanding this can help you plan your next few months better. Each year, the age pension increases in March and September, reflecting changes in the Consumer Price Index, CPI, and the Pensioner and Beneficiary Living Cost Index, PBLCI. These automatic increases are meant to help your income keep up with inflation. But as many have noticed, inflation adjustments often lag behind the real-world cost increases. Prices can spike fast, and by the time the next indexation kicks in, the damage is already done. That's exactly why this cost of living bonus was introduced, to fill that gap between inflation data and real household pressures. In other words, it's a top-up, an additional amount designed to give immediate relief until the next indexation round in March 2026. So even if your pension recently increased, this bonus will come on top of it, not instead of it. It's separate, special, and fully tax-free. According to Services Australia's confirmed rollout plan, the bonus payments are being processed in stages. Most eligible seniors should expect to see the deposit appear between November 11th and November 25th. Some will receive it earlier, especially those whose regular pension dates align with the first processing cycle. You won't need to do anything, not a single form, call, or visit. It'll arrive the same way your pension does, directly into your account. You might see it listed as cost of living bonus or supplementary payment on your statement. If you don't see it immediately, don't worry. Staggered payments mean that each week, new batches are being finalized. The government has guaranteed that all eligible pensioners will receive their payment before November 30th. Sometimes, delays can happen due to outdated account details or unlinked MyGov connections. If your payment hasn't arrived by the end of November, here's what you can do. And remember, this is about staying informed, not stressing out. First, double-check that your bank details on file with Centrelink or DVA are correct. Many seniors forget to update their accounts after switching banks or opening joint accounts. That's one of the most common reasons for missed payments. If your details are correct but you still haven't received the payment by December 1st, contact Services Australia directly by phone or visit a service centre. They'll verify your eligibility and ensure your bonus is processed. But in most cases, seniors won't need to lift a finger. The system is automatic and nationwide. In the official statement released by the Minister for Social Services, the government reiterated that this payment is part of their continued effort to protect the financial security of older Australians. The Minister emphasised that the rising cost of essentials, particularly electricity, groceries, and housing, has had a disproportionate impact on pensioners, many of whom live on modest fixed incomes. She stated, "We want older Australians to feel supported and respected. This bonus acknowledges that reality, that retirement should be comfortable, not stressful." In addition, Treasury analysis showed that seniors are among the most affected groups when inflation stays high for long periods, even if wage growth catches up for younger workers. That's why one-time relief measures like this are seen as essential tools to keep older Australians financially secure. If you've lived through decades of hard work, raised a family, paid your taxes, built communities, then this support is not charity. It's a thank you. It's society giving back what you've already contributed in countless ways. Too often, seniors are overlooked in conversations about economic growth. Politicians talk about youth employment, technology, and exports, all important, of course, but they sometimes forget that stability for older Australians is the foundation of every strong society. Every senior who can pay bills on time, afford medicine, and keep their home warm through winter is a victory for the nation. When seniors thrive, families thrive. And when families thrive, communities grow stronger. So yes, this cost of living bonus might sound like a small payment, but symbolically, it's a reaffirmation of respect and care. Inflation simply means prices go up, but not all prices rise equally. Groceries might rise faster than technology. Rents may jump in cities more than in small towns. For pensioners, it's often the basic necessities, food, electricity, medical costs, that rise fastest. The age pension is designed to rise with inflation, but official calculations are based on national averages. That means if your personal costs are higher, say, you live in a rural area where transport is expensive, the pension adjustments may not fully cover your situation. That's another reason why this bonus matters. It helps level that uneven impact. It's like a cushion against those hidden price shocks that statistics don't always capture. Single pensioners often bear higher individual costs, rent, utilities, and groceries without shared expenses. That's why they'll receive around $250, while couples will share $400 to $500, depending on their combined situation. The government calculated this based on household expenditure data, ensuring fairness across different living arrangements. If you're a couple, the payment will likely appear in the same account where your regular pension goes, whether that's a joint account or separate deposits. Each partner will receive their share automatically. It's tempting to see a one-time payment and spend it quickly, and of course, you deserve to treat yourself. But here are a few gentle reminders, especially for those planning ahead for the holidays. Use this bonus to ease the pressure. It can cover bills, medications, groceries, or small repairs around the home. Many seniors also use such bonuses to catch up on essentials they've delayed, like dental visits, glasses, or mobility aids. Some even set it aside for emergencies, knowing that unexpected costs always appear when least expected. However you choose to use it, the key is this: it's your money. It's meant to make life easier, not more stressful. Sadly, every time a government payment is announced, scammers try to take advantage. They might send fake text messages, emails, or even call pretending to be from Services Australia. Remember, the real government will never ask you for your banking details or login codes over the phone or email. The cost of living bonus is automatic. You do not need to claim it, activate it, or click any link. If anyone asks you to verify your account to receive this bonus, hang up immediately or delete the message. Then, report the scam through the official Scamwatch website or directly via Services Australia's fraud line. Across Australia, the news has sparked heartfelt responses. Community groups, senior centres, and advocacy organisations have applauded the government's move. The Council on the Ageing, CODA, issued a public statement saying, "This payment will make a real difference for older Australians living on limited incomes. It's a welcome step toward fairness." Church groups, neighbourhood houses, and volunteer programs are echoing similar sentiments, noting how many seniors they help every week struggle to keep up with rising costs. For them, the cost of living bonus isn't just financial relief, it's an emotional boost, a sign that their voices are being heard.